Hey guys, so today I filmed for you a fall makeup look. It's pretty vampy with the lips, but I try to stay neutral with the eyes because that's just kind of more me. I did do a little bit of some shimmer in there and just kept it a little bit neutral so everybody can use it. I did use lots of Mary Kay products because I did start selling Mary Kay and I absolutely love it. I really have a big passion for hair and makeup, so it was really nice that I could find something that I like to do on the side. I really do like the makeup. If you guys do want to see a more detailed video on just Mary Kay things, please let me know below. I have graduated cosmetology school and I have started working at a salon in the area that I live. So I'm really excited about that, and it's going to be really great because I'm really excited to learn from some of the head stylists, so it's going to be really great. I will be having another video coming up after this one. It's a fall favorites tag and I'm really excited to film that. If you guys have any suggestions or comments of videos of what you want to see, please let me know. I will definitely film whatever. If you guys are wanting to see more hair videos, if you're wanting to see like me doing my hair, if you want to see me doing somebody else's hair, please let me know and I can definitely set that up and get that filmed for you guys. If you want to see like a Halloween look or whatever, let me know because I'm good at zombie makeup and I really love to do zombie makeup, so I wouldn't mind doing that. Also, my cat was in this whole video. He was sleeping up here, my little Ivory's just sleeping up here. So you guys get to see him for the whole video, which is nice. And cute little babies. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please comment below and let me know. Also, please subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks. Bye.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be priming my face with Mary Kay's Gel Primer. I absolutely love this primer because it does an amazing job of filling in my smile lines and my lines of my forehead, and it's really smooth and creamy, and honestly, this is one of the best primers that I've ever used. Next, I'm going to be going in with Mary Kay's concealer in the shade Ivory 2. I absolutely love this concealer because it has a great consistency and very high coverage. So I'm going to take it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to put it in 3 dots underneath both of my eyes and then a couple dots on my upper eyelids. And I'm just going to really blend that out with my finger, and I'm going to just drag it down on the side of my nose and then kind of in that triangle effect to make my eyes have a more awakened and lifted appearance. And I love this concealer because it's not super thick and it's not super thin, but it has such a great high coverage and it doesn't settle into my under eye lines that I kind of struggle with concealers. And so I'm really glad that this concealer does a really good job and it's at an awesome and decent price. So if you guys are looking for a great concealer, this is what you absolutely need to have. So now I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay Naked 2 Basics palette and the shade Stark I'm going to be using, and I'm also using that with my Sigma E40 brush. I really like the shade as a really good transition shade because it's not too dark and it's not too light, but it gives you a really warm, peachy base underneath of all of your eyeshadow. It's really good to use a transition shade before you start with all of the rest of your eyeshadow so it's easier to blend it and it looks a lot better and more natural, not really natural, but just a really nice appearance. So I'm really going to start in the outer lid because that's where I'm going to be focusing all of my eyeshadow today, but then I'm just going to go in with whatever remaining product is left and go all over the lid area and in the crease and on my by my brow bone as well. So now I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Tease with my Sigma E25 brush. And now this time I'm really going to be precise and be really careful with this. I really want to make sure that I'm focusing it on the outer lid, on the outer crease area, excuse me, and then just dabbing it onto my lid. I really like this color because it's a really neutral brown. It doesn't pull too warm, it doesn't pull too cool, and you can totally adjust that with whatever transition shade you are using. There are also Morphe brushes palettes that have something close to this color, and I absolutely love it. So now once some of that remaining product is off of the brush, then I'm just going to be blending it into my inner corner. Not really too much, but I really just want to make sure that it's all nice and blended. And also with the brush that doesn't have as much product anymore, then I'm going to start blending it up. But I don't want to blend it up too much because I really want to keep it down low because that's kind of what's popular this fall. And then I'm just going to take my Sigma E40 and I'm just going to go over all of that and just make sure it's all really, really well blended. And when you're blending, take your time, start low and work your way up. You definitely don't need to go crazy over the top because this definitely isn't going to be a smoky eye. Now I'm going to be going with the Kat Von D Shade in Light Eye Contour Palette. I really, really love this palette because it's got such nice warm shades to it. And I'm going to be using the shade SYTRY, if that's how you, SYTRY, I don't know how you say it, but it's that really warm brown. And I'm just going to be going in and pretty much doing the same thing with that Sigma E25 brush as I was before. But this time I'm really going to focus on my lid area and my very lower crease. So with the remaining product that's on there, I'm just going to start blending that outer corner up into the middle of my eyelid, and then I'm going to also be going into my lower crease and blending that in as well. I really wanted to make it a little bit more, have my eye have a little bit more depth, so I definitely went in with that darker shade just to kind of warm it up a little bit as well. And I love this shade because, and this whole palette actually, because it's really, really creamy. The only thing I don't like is there's a lot of fallout, but that's why I didn't put on my foundation before. But I really like this because it's definitely that really nice auburn rich brown color. So now I'm going to be using a Buxom eyeshadow that I got as a sample at Sephora, and I really actually like it. It's in the shade MINK Magnet, and I love it because it's a nice sparkly shade, and you can definitely control how dark it is. So I'm just going to take it on this MAC 234 brush, which is half of a synthetic brush and half of a blending brush, and I'm going to take it with that synthetic side, and I'm just going to dab it and kind of keep it really light just to add a little bit of some darker shimmer to the rest of this look all over the lid. So now I'm going to be using a Mary Kay eyeliner mechanical pencil. I really, really like this because it's very, very creamy and very, very pigmented. This is one of the best eyeliners that I've used in a really long time because it stays where it needs to be and I can put it anywhere. So I'm just going to use it on my upper water lines, and then I'm going to be going down on my bottom waterline and just lining that as well. And this is a really, really good priced item. It's definitely not very expensive, and it's very worth your money. So now I'm going to be taking that Kat Von D Shade Eye Light Palette, and I'm just going to be taking that on a Morphe G28 on a flat definer, and just go as tight as I can to the lower lash line with the shade LUCIUS, I believe, and that was a really, really warm reddish brown color, more red than anything. And I'm just going to add it a little bit of some warmth to it since it is fall. And I'm just going to go from inner to outer corner on that. And then I'm going to take an Urban Decay Tease color in the Naked 2 palette with the IT Cosmetics number 124 brush, and I'm just going to smoke that out. I don't want to put too much, but I really do want to make sure I get that lower lash line decently dark, and that way it'll help focus on that outer corner there. So now I'm going to be taking my mineral foundation from Mary Kay in this shade Ivory 2. I absolutely love this foundation. This is one of the best foundations, or at least powder foundations, that I've ever used in my life. I love it, so I'm just going to take it on a powder brush and just put it all over my face. This has been one of my all-time favorites recently because I haven't really been into really high coverage foundations. I've just really been into that lightweight, easy on-the-go foundation, and this does a really, really good job. You definitely can control how high of a coverage you are getting by putting more and more on. You can also use the Mary Kay mineral foundation brush that comes with it. I kind of broke mine, so I need to get a new one, but I really, really like this even with a powder brush, just to give you just a nice airbrushed look. And with that primer underneath, it's really, really going to help set it as well. And this definitely doesn't, you know, like blot during the day or anything like that. I absolutely love it. So now I'm just going to blend it all over my face, even under my eyes, just because it's fall and I don't want to have a crazy heavy highlight underneath my eyes. Also, that's just going to help set my concealer. So now I'm going to be using Mary Kay's bronzer in the shade light to medium with my IT Cosmetics N227 brush. I love this brush because it has a really nice angle to it. It helps with blush. It can do really well contouring. So I'm just going to dab that bronzer on my cheek and go up and blend up with that, because you definitely don't want to blend down when you're doing bronzer and contouring, because it can definitely make you have the opposite effect. So then I'm going to blend that up into my temples and blend that up into the corners of my forehead, just to kind of contour my forehead down a little bit. I really, really love this bronzer because it has a nice shimmer to it, but it's not overpowering and it's not too orange. And that's what I absolutely love about this bronzer. It's creamy, it's blendable. Honestly, one of the best powder bronzers I've ever used. I love to contour with powder just because it's easier for me. I feel like it's not as harsh, and you can definitely control it a lot more than you can with cream contours and highlights. But this, you can just go ahead, and I even just wear this sometimes. Sometimes I don't even put a blush over the top, just because it does give you that nice glow. So now I'm going to be using Mary Kay's blush in Strawberry Cream. This is a really nice pinkish, peachish blush for fall, and it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, so it does give you a nice glow. I'm going to put this a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm just going to blend the rest of that up onto my cheekbones. And I really love this, again, because it's so creamy, it's so blendable, and it's very, very pigmented. You barely dip your brush in it, and you're good to go. That's all you need. So then I'm just going to do that on the other side, and then I'm going to go back in with my IT Cosmetics brush and just kind of blend over that a little bit, just in case it is a little bit too overpowering. So now I'm going to do my brows. So I am using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade light to medium for my brows today. If I am using a pencil, I like to use Mary Kay's brow pencil. I believe it is either blonde or brunette, and I really, really like that as well. But I start in the outer corner and work my way in when I am doing my brows, just because it gives it a little bit more natural effect. So I like to make them darker on the outside and then work my way in on the very, very inside of my brows. I barely put any product on there, just so I can blend it out really easy and it looks a lot more natural. So now I'm going to be doing my mascara. I'm putting false lashes on today, so I'm not doing too much, but I'm using the Mary Kay's mascara in black, and it's the Lash Love. This is one of my absolute favorite mascaras in the world. It helps lengthens your lashes and does an amazing job at separating them as well. So now I'm going to be putting on my false lashes. I am using the lashes from Andrea in the shade Black 53. These are really nice, lightweight, natural eyelashes. So now I'm going to be using Champagne Pop from Jaclyn Hill's Becca collection, and I'm just going to be putting that on my cheekbones and just kind of helping to accentuate that with the M501 brush. So now I'm going to be going in with L'Oreal's lip liner in the shade Burgundy, and I'm just going to be outlining my lips and then filling them in, because this will be my main color for my lips today, and this is a perfect burgundy, deep burgundy purple for fall. Last but not least, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, and I'm going to be putting that all over my lips just to help set that lip liner and to also help give it more of that matte look. So that completes my fall makeup look for 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or comments for my next couple videos, please comment below and let me know. Also subscribe, and my fall favorites tag will be coming up by the end of this week. See you guys soon. Bye!